In this video, I'm going to be talking about what I believe is the simplest and easiest way to create passive income. That's money that's going to be coming in whilst you're sleeping, whilst you're at work, whilst you're going for a jog, or you're just relaxing or doing the things that you love the most. This is the same strategy that I've used to generate over £5,000 in revenue by creating what are called digital products. Now, just imagine waking up every single morning and you check your phone and you get notifications that you've just made nearly 2,000 rands in revenue. That's just a screenshot of a notification that I got this very morning of me recording this video. Now imagine waking up every single day and you are seeing these different payments, sometimes every day, sometimes every 2 or 3 days. It might not be a lot of money, but if you put it together, it mounts up to becoming money that you can do a lot of different things with. And so I'm going to be showing you how you can actually create that revenue consistently through digital products. Now you might be asking yourself, what exactly is a digital product? A digital product is simply when you take your knowledge and then you package it into a product that people can actually buy from you to learn the skills that you know. Another example of a digital product is maybe let's say that you've got a particular skill, like maybe say that you're an accountant or you're a website designer. You can create templates that people can use to build their own websites or for them to balance their books. So that they don't have to hire an accountant or they don't have to hire a web designer to build their website for them. You take these assets, you put them on a website somewhere, and then you just simply market them. People who are interested in those will go to your website and buy them. And that's how you're going to be making your money. But now, before we actually get into how exactly do you create these digital products, I just want to let you know that I've got a free webinar training where I actually show you how to make your first $1,000 online by sharing what you know. In that training, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can actually create digital products. So if you're someone who wants to create digital products for themselves, there's going to be a link in the description below. Click on that link, sign up for the training. It's absolutely free to watch. And I'll show you how to make your first $1,000 using digital products. So how exactly do you create these digital products? So the approach that I usually use, or the approach that I teach people to use, is by simply taking your experiences and then using them to create products that people want to buy. For example, I have got skills in website design. I can teach people how to do website design because I've been doing it for a long time. So I can create two types of products. I can create one product where I teach people how to become website designers just like me. And the other product that I also can create is whereby I get website designers to download templates that I have created. In other words, they don't have to build a website from scratch, but they can simply take the template that I have created and then use it to build websites for their clients. So those are two examples of products that I then can create and put them on my website some way, and people will actually buy from me. And you simply sharing your knowledge doesn't have to be something that's very complicated, that you need to go to school for a couple of years, get a certificate or get a degree or a doctorate for you to be able to start sharing your skills. It can be basic skills that anyone needs and is willing to pay for. For example, I've got a friend of mine who got recently married and is always posting all these exciting videos and pictures of himself and his girlfriend, who is now his wife, having fun, going on these amazing dates. And then people always message him, asking, where do you always get these endless date ideas? Because he's always showing this exciting dating life that he's having with his girlfriend. We had a conversation. I convinced him to create a digital product where he was actually teaching people how to never run out of ideas for dates. And this is now a product that he actually sells, and he makes some extra income as he's just showing his relationship and having fun with his wife. He's actually making money from posting content because people who like what they see actually go to him and buy the digital product that he has created. Another example is I have another friend who's been married for over 15 years, and they had some challenges in their marriage, but they managed to overcome those challenges. So what they did is that they created a digital product that teaches couples how to remain in love. So you notice that these two examples that I'm giving you have got nothing to do with skills that they learned in school. But there are skills and experiences that they learned by being in relationships, and they're sharing that knowledge as a digital product and they're making money from it. So in other words, you can find any skill that you have, and you can find a way to monetize it. And that's why I'm here. And like I mentioned earlier on, I've got a free workshop or a free masterclass that can teach you how to go about it. Click the link in the bio for that free workshop. Now, here are some of the benefits of actually creating a digital product. The first one is that the cost of you creating digital product is super low as compared to you starting maybe a physical business or you starting something like drop shipping. Why I say it's super low is that it just takes you to record content and then put it on a platform where people can access it and buy it, right? The same way that right now, as I am just talking to you, I am recording this using my phone. Almost everyone has got a phone, and almost everyone has got a phone that has got the ability to record good quality. So you don't have to hire an expensive studio or hire some studio lights and stuff like that. You can simply use the resources that you have. The second benefit of digital products is that the barrier of you actually entering and becoming someone who sells digital products, it's super low. What do I mean by that? I gave you an example of two different people who are selling advice on relationships. You just simply need to be someone who is willing to give out information. And then if people are interested in that information, they then will buy it from you. So you don't have to go and get some degree, you don't have to get some certification, you don't have to get permission or approval from anyone. You just need to create a product that people are interested in and are willing to pay money for. The other benefit of digital products is that as compared to selling physical products, you are able to deliver them instantly. When someone signs up maybe for a course or they want to buy an asset from your website, like a template, when they make their payment, they immediately get it. You don't have to worry about shipping costs. You don't have to worry about packaging costs. You just need to create it, put it on a platform, and then they will be able to download and start using that asset. And then the fourth, and I think this is actually the best of all the benefits, is that you just simply need to create that asset once, and then you can sell it over and over and over again. You can sell the same product to people around the world. They can all buy the same product at the same time, meaning that you don't necessarily need to keep coming up with different new products unless you want to create different streams of income for yourself. You just keep selling the same product over and over again to different people. They're buying the same product and they're all benefiting. So now compare that to stuff like dropshipping, where you have to get inventory. You need to check on the inventory that people are actually getting their stock. People are sending in emails saying that they didn't get their stock. People are complaining. Because you created the digital asset, you just need to make sure that it's a good one, that when people download it, it just looks great and people are benefiting from what you promised to give them. And then the final benefit, though there are many other benefits that I can also mention, is that when you create digital products, you can set your own price. In other words, you can sell an ebook that costs $7, like this one that I personally sell. Or maybe you can create an online course which costs something like maybe $97, depending on what level of information you're giving people. Or you can actually take up the price depending on what exactly you're selling. You can sell courses as high as $997 or even more. I've seen courses that cost maybe $5,000. I've seen some people who are selling some digital products that cost $15,000. It just depends on the value that you are creating in that digital product and who exactly you're selling it to. Which brings me to the most important thing that you need to consider when you do create digital products. How exactly are you going to market these products? How exactly are you going to get people who are interested in these products to actually buy them? And so there are many ways to go about this, but I'm just going to share 3 in this video. If you want to find out more, make sure that you check out that free webinar, workshop, training, whatever you want to call it. The link is going to be in the description below. The first one is by using paid advertising. Now, most people watching this video, you probably don't have a following, you probably don't have an audience. So that's one question that you will always be asking. But Marshall, you can sell digital products easily because you've got an audience, you've got followers on YouTube and all your social medias. You can use paid advertising. Paid advertising is when you pay platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you pay them to promote your digital products. In other words, you create a nice advert and then you post it on their platforms, you pay them a bit of money, and then they then show your adverts to different people around the world according to the specifications that you put, that these are the types of people that I want my advert to appear to. So once you pay, your advert gets shown to all these people, and then the people who are interested can simply buy from you. And one of the things that you also need to be doing in that strategy is finding a way of actually converting some of those people who come to your website and maybe don't buy. You want to convert them into people who are on your email list or your contact list so that you can follow up on them. Because some people might see your advert now, might not have the money now, but they may have the money later on. So you want to be able to follow up on them. The second way that you're going to advertise your digital product is by borrowing other people's audiences. By that, what I mean is that you find other people who already have got large audiences and you create an arrangement with them so that they can promote your digital product on your behalf. For example, you can approach someone like Marshall who already has got an audience. Say, Marshall, can we create an arrangement whereby you promote my product to your audience, and then if people buy, I can maybe give you a commission for the product. Or maybe you actually pay money up front. Marshall, here's $500. Please create a video about my product and tell your audience about it. Another great example of this is what we know as influencer marketing. When you identify influencers who are relevant to your niche or to the type of product that you want to create, and then you pay them some money to give you a shout out on their platform. They will simply tell their followers that, hey, there's this thing that is available. If you're interested, reach out to that person or click the link in my bio. And then if the people are interested, they simply sign up because they heard it from that influencer. Then the other people with large email lists of followers or subscribers, you can find them on platforms like Udemy, where you can simply pay some money, find some people with large email lists, and then those people will send out an email with a link to your website to all the people on their email list. And then some of the people, if they're interested, they're actually going to buy. The third way that you can promote your digital products is by becoming a content creator or by creating content. Now, this is arguably the best way that you can go about it, because if people get to see your content, they get to know you, they get to like you, they get to trust you, it becomes an easy way of you generating income very, very often. Now, if someone sees your advert for the first time because they don't know about you, they may need to see the same advert over and over again for them to actually trust you. But if you get used to creating content on different social media platforms and you post your content and people see you firstly giving value and helping them to gain clarity on maybe something that is a problem to them, they will be more willing to actually buy from you because they begin to trust you. The same way that people buy my digital products because they consistently see me sharing content on my Instagram, on my TikTok, and my YouTube channel. So you can become someone who creates content and people will buy from you because they see your content and they have developed that trust with you. Now, I can already hear some people saying, but Marshall, I don't have an audience like you. It's very simple. Learn how to build an audience. And then there's someone else who's also saying, but Marshall, I don't know how to build an audience. Which is why I'm saying sign up for my free training in the description below, where I will teach you these things for free. But so that you can get a bit of clarity on how exactly you approach creating content, these are the steps that I personally follow, that any beginner should follow, and they will get the results that they want. If you want to become a content creator who attracts and builds a big audience, first of all, recognize that you just simply need to start. And you start by creating value for people. You just record a video, or you write a tweet, or you set up a blog, and you share content that you know is going to help people. For example, if you're helping people with their marriages or their relationships, you create content around that. The way that I would approach it is that I would find different platforms, for example, on Facebook groups where people join specific groups to learn about different stuff. Like if you go to Facebook and type marriage advice, you will find groups about that. I will go in there and I will look for the questions that people are asking the most. And then I would create content which addresses those questions that people are always asking. And then I would either record myself or I would type, depending on which platform I choose to use as my main source of sharing content. I would just create content answering those questions. And then the more content I share, obviously some people will begin to see my content, and that's where my journey begins of building up my audience. So just focus on creating value for free and people will want to come and learn from you. Step number 2 is that you need to be consistent. I've seen a lot of people who choose, okay, I'm going to become a content creator or I'm going to build my business. And they post 1 or 2 things and then maybe get 2 views and then they're discouraged and then they give up. Isn't it weird that like if you get a job, you go to that job for 30 days before you actually receive your salary? Why would you think it's different when it comes to creating content or starting your own business? You need to show up consistently for a certain number of days or weeks. Sometimes it can even take months. But because you have been consistent, you then are rewarded with a salary, or you are then rewarded with people wanting to buy from you. But the key there is consistency. You have to be someone who's going to show up with creating content consistently, and then people will buy from you. And then the third and last step, when you have shared value and you have built your audience, is that you then can start promoting your digital products to them. That's when you see lots of content creators talking about there's a link in the bio or there's a link in the description, sign up here. People will start signing up because they have been working with you, they have been seeing your content, they've been receiving value, and they now want to learn more from you. So that's when you can start promoting your digital products to them. One thing that I also need to throw in and mention is that you're not going to make money overnight. This is a consistent process that you need to do. But like I mentioned, you just keep doing it over and over again until you get to a point whereby your audience is growing, and then people start buying from you consistently until you get to a point whereby it's just passive income. You wake up in the morning and you check your accounts and you see that payments have come in. Why? Because you now would have built a system that is working for itself. If you found value in this video, make sure that you hit the like button to show your support, and make sure that you also hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you'll be notified every single time I share content designed like this to help you to grow your income online. You might also be interested in checking out this next video right here, which is going to answer the question of what digital products should I create. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.